Hello everyone, Kevin Fay here, Adult Services Librarian with the Casa Grande Public Library, bringing to you your third iPhone tip of the week. And this week, we're going to look at some features with your keyboard. We're going to do that with the Text Messages app, that's known as the Messages app on the iPhone. And we're also going to use the Notes app. So without further ado, let's go ahead and begin. I'm going to go open up the Messages app. And it's going to open up into a text conversation I'm already having. But if I wanted to bring up the keyboard to reply to a text, I tap on the box that is labeled on the very bottom with iMessage. So when I tap on that, it brings up the keyboard. Now, the first kind of tip I'm going to give is the use of the Shift key. And the Shift key tells you when something is capitalized or not, and allows you to take off the capitalization. And it's located in the bottom left corner of the keyboard, and right on the screen, it's a key that's highlighted in white and has a black arrow. And that right now it tells me that it's going to have a capital letter. So when I type the R, it gives me a capital R. And notice that that key is now no longer white. That tells me it's going to be lowercase. So that's all lowercase. Now if I simply wanted a capital letter, I would tap on that arrow key again and then type in the letter that I want capitalized. And there's a capital G. Now if I wanted it in all caps, I would double tap on the arrow key. And notice that there is a line underneath the arrow key. That tells me that it's going to be in all caps or all capitals. So when I start typing, everything is in capital letters. To get out of the all capitals, I double tap on it again, or I tap on it once, and then it starts typing in lowercase. The next tip that I have for you is the Emoji Keyboard. Now you can bring up the Emoji Keyboard by tapping on the smiley face key that is next to your spacebar. And the Emoji Keyboard allows you to put in little icons. Like if you notice the little thumbs up icon that I have in my text conversation, that's an emoji. And there are hundreds of different emojis in your Emoji Keyboard. So let's go ahead and bring it up. I'm going to tap on the smiley face. And you can see that most of these are like little faces that have an emotional expression to them. But you also have some other icons in here, and faces and different pictures. So there's literally hundreds in here, and and they are all used to add a little flavor to your text conversation. So try it out sometime. To get out of the Emoji Keyboard, you tap on the ABC in the bottom left corner of the keyboard, and that brings back the letters. Now, if I wanted to type in some numbers, on the bottom left corner there is the 1, 2, 3, and if I tap on that, it brings up the numbers, as well as some other important characters like the comma, the period, the question mark, the exclamation. All of those are really important when you're having a text conversation with somebody. So that's how you bring those up. Now, if there's a symbol or a character that you don't see on this part of your 1, 2, 3 keyboard, tap on the hashtag plus and equal symbol key that's near the bottom left corner of the keyboard, and it will bring up even more symbols and characters. To get out of this, you tap on the ABC, and that brings back the letters. Now, the next little tip that I have is for moving the cursor around. So when I begin typing, there's that blue blinking line next to the text that indicates where my letters are going to be placed when I start typing on the keyboard. I can move that cursor around, and that line is known as the cursor, and I can move it around by tapping and holding on the space bar. And then that allows me to move that cursor anywhere in the text. Okay? This is useful for when you want to correct something in your text. Now, the next little tip that I'm going to give is how to highlight, copy, and paste text. So I'm going to do that in the Notes app. So I'm going to go to the Notes, and I'm going to type in some text. Now, if I tap and hold on any one of these texts, whether it's the word right or the word away, if I tap and hold on it, it will highlight it. And as soon as it highlights it, I release my finger from the screen. And then it gives me options. I can cut, copy, and paste. So I'm going to copy this. And then I'm going to go back to the Messages app. And if I tap on the cursor itself, it'll give me the option to paste it. And that's how you copy and paste text. And you can do that across apps. That does it for the keyboard tip of the week, or the third iPhone tip of the week. I hope you found it useful, and I hope you can join us for next week's iPhone tip of the week. Thank you for tuning in.